It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Set, ready. Hey, computer. Watch out now, 52. You're good.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll set up a throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Okay, right.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Herbert now. That's underneath to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Herbert operating from the red zone. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Ready up. Go, 52. 52 Blaster.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. In motion goes the tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's got some space here. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this one complete to Davis. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
They run once more with Taylor. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Now back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Taken in at the 11. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he's able to get it out of there. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll find Gabriel Davis. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Here's Pierce. He is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Pierce. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They snap it to Herbert, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion.
Okay, ready?
But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the 1st half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. Down inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
Ready.
So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal.
Jump. 17. Ready.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
Well, he had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now on 2nd and 16, Herbert. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And he was plus 5 seconds there with a football. Is there a time that a quarterback has to get rid of it?
Somewhere generally around 3 seconds. So just like we're playing in our turkey bowl, right, in our backyards, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, that ball better be gone because anything past that, that's usually the end result.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Going for it with Pierce. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
On the double.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
They're going right back to Pittman.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Pierce. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Come on, set. Cover 38. 43 now.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And that is caught. It's Davis. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Handoff right side to Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A run to the fullback. It's Ben Mason.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but hey, they got enough points to get the job done. At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for the Texans, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. Then they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.